today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And as we take a look here, .146 left to play in the first quarter. Bazemore dishes to Lucas. It's stolen. Here's Cruz. And caught the bucket. And that reminds me, did you guys see him in that last press conference?
I saw him, Kevin, and I thought it was interesting. He talked about what an honor it was to get that type of recognition. Talked about how he's dreamt about playing in the NBA and being on magazine covers since he was a little kid. But he doesn't want it to change his focus, you know, and it's easy to do. Once you start feeling pretty happy about the way things are going, maybe you forget about the effort that it took to get there in the first place.
You know, I think his approach is a good way to keep it, you know, in the right perspective, Steve.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased a D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Kicks to Bosch. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now let's check in on the two guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. Look at Rain Man. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opponent's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up there on the steals list.
Yeah, he enjoys those challenges, loves them as a matter of fact. I mean, he wants those tough assignments, and he is really active defensively, Steve.
And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And, you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, is very low numbers.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. .15 seconds left to play here in the first. On its way from Curry for two, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Cruz. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one.
Make sure to pick up a copy of 2K Sports Magazine.
Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. It's not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Jermaine O'Neal out there with David Lee.
Well, Iguodala moved on from the 76ers to the Nuggets last year. Now signs a free agent contract with the Warriors. It looks to be a really good fit. I mean, all that shooting around him, just with the way he can run and defend, should allow Iguodala to be the playmaker that really is his natural game.
Here's Rain Man, guarded by Curry. Stolen by Thompson. Thompson right side. Steps back and shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. And Steve, you mentioned how tough Iguodala is in transition. Great ball handler for his size. And Clark, I know you love his athleticism.
Yeah, he's really a point forward offensively, but he can finish big, and he's always putting pressure on the defense when he's in attack mode. A good ball handler and passer. His outside shooting is up and down, but I'd love to have him on my squad.
They double-team Kerr. Iguodala right side. Thompson outside. The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Thompson's got 7 points.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
Iguodala, the pass to Kerr. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Barnes. He feeds it to O'Neal. Working on Blatch. Puts up the baby hook. And he overshot that one, missing. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will, not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, it looked like a mismatch to me.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In third, the Warriors.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
And the Nets making a change here. Garnett's checked in.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year two, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality. You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. Not the best decision.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And he lays it up and in. Lucas has got his first 2 points of the night. Nets trailed by 3. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Cruz. Second shot opportunity. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in and stolen by Lucas. And it's Iguodala missing.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Here's Cruz. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. Second in rebound, third in three-point shooting, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Clark. And what jumps out to me is the rebounding, because when you can rebound the basketball as a team, you can stay in every game. Even if you're not shooting the ball well, you rebound, you get extra possessions, and you allow your team the ability to make the comeback.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Garnett.
And now, presented by Sprint.
And a fun game going out in the borough of Brooklyn. Thanks for joining us. The Nets doing well so far. They're off to a pretty good spot. They're sitting second in the conference. We've seen Rain Man scoring effortlessly against the Warriors. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And for Golden State, they've been battling. Defensive pressure so far paying off. They're forcing miscues, ripping and running. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Warriors trail by 6. Cruz in at shooting guard. Allen Anderson out there with Andre Kirilenko. And there's Livingston. And it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Azili kicks to Green. Passes it to Thompson. From downtown, gets it to go. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Klay Thompson making NBA money. I'll tell you what, he learned from his father, Michael Thompson, who played a long time in the NBA. And his dad taught him, hey, you better live on a monthly stipend. You got to save your money, son. So good advice from Pops.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Miami. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Nets, 6.5 games behind them.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, they've been effective in just about every aspect of the game. I mean, you can't find too many things that they do wrong. They're a very complete team.
Which is exactly why they've been able to maintain their status, Clark, as one of the favorites for the NBA title this season. I mean, there's no easy way out against this club on a nightly basis. I mean, they're talented, they execute, they're well coached. That's why they are who they are.
You know, to go back, there's the cliche of the athlete who doesn't save for retirement. It's got to be a big thing for Klay Thompson to have that restraint, I would think.
And what I like, Kevin, the focus for him is on basketball and getting better. No entourage, no shopping sprees. Everything is pretty low-key and close to the vest. I mean, he's a gym rat, wants to be a great player, not interested in glamour and celebrity. He wants the ball.
I like the fact he lives on a tight budget, and, you know, as Steve was talking about, he's got some pretty good genes, pretty good bloodlines.
DNA isn't bad at all with Michael being the dad.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Azili. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Klay Thompson. And the pass to Cruz. Feeds it to Garnett. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Kevin Garnett, remember last year in Boston, played a lot of center, but now with the Nets will most likely go back to his natural power forward spot, playing alongside Brook Lopez.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Nedved. You mentioned Kevin Garnett at center. He's listed at 6'11", but I don't know, Clark. It's taller than happening. He's really stuck on that 6'11" side.
Yeah, a lot of guys want to stay south of 7 feet. I don't know why. It's something psychological, personal. Guys just feel better about being listed under 7 feet tall. The key with him is he's always played like a 7-footer, a very skilled and productive 7-footer at that.
The shot by Iguodala. Another miss by Iguodala.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Barnes dishes to Space. Foul call that time of the way. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a good one for Space. 8 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
Klay Thompson is checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Raymond. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Pierce. He passes it to Garnett. Here's Raymond. Takes a 3. Shots good. Raymond got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, this is consistent shooting. It's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Here's Raymond. And the ref saying to kick it. Thompson against Pierce. Iguodala, the pass to Kerr. Back to Iguodala. He kicks it to States. States keeping it around. 5 to shoot. That's tried by Iguodala. It's a 3 outside. And it's ball goes for the rebound. Pierce has got rebound number 1. What a number here's inside. On deep. In the third quarter on Wayne. All right, we're going to be back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And let's quickly check out the score breakdown here for the Nets.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys. They got now break time as well. Scored a lot of baskets in transition.
On the court for the Nets here in the fourth quarter. Here's Raymond. He's covered by Thompson. Lopez. They're doing it with 13 players. Lopez is got those exposed as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. Warriors are up by 7. Thompson inside the line. And it's out of bounds. They'll take it the other way. And here's what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. Celtics are coming out of the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick-game homestand.
Some really game games going on that in Denver. That's an interesting game.
Terry Williams checked in for Brooklyn. Good. And now the 9-point Brooklyn lead.
I tell you, when having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Clark isn't struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of time out here. Dry spell for sure.
First and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cruz. Double by Lee. Back to Williams. Passes it to Cruz. It's good. It's your contact on the shot. You'll be able to the line. 4-point touchdown here. And Warriors making a change here. Here's a check in. Warriors trail by 10. Timeout call the Warriors. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Always a little tougher to see how you match up with teams in the opposite conference because you just don't see them very often.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Mark Jackson said to his club. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
A three-pointer is keep talking about the lack of games and reps between these two teams. There's a lot of history between them. This is their first chance this season to create some, I guess, with one more meeting later on coming up.
You know, that's what we get when it's East versus West, Kevin, but it certainly hasn't detracted from the atmosphere in here. I think, if anything, it's added a little something to it.
I agree.
Well, you know what they say, lose track of your man, and you'll find him at the rim. Well, you'll actually find this guy in the corner.
Yeah, you said it, more than found of those corner triples, isn't he? Hey, it's a high percentage shot. It's the shortest of the three-point shots you can take, and he's not the only one that likes it. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
And Thompson kicks to Lee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Thompson off the drive. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Thompson's got 15 points in just the second half. Here's Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 15.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson from long range. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Garnett the pass to Cruz. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The alley-oop play. Very well done.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Warriors trail by 17. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And there's the pass to Cruz. From past the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 6th rebound on the night. Iguodala right side. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 9 points for Andre Iguodala. Pass to Lopez. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Spates. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's Iguodala with the drive. Thompson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't you?
Yes, sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Double by Spates. Cruz, the pass to Williams. Here's Rain Man. Takes the 3. Thompson with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Kicks it to Curry. Dishes to Iguodala. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Here's Williams. 1:06 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Doubled by Lee. Cruz, the pass to Garnett.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
And there's the feed to Curry. Gets it to go.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And Paul Pierce with the slam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 8.
Yeah, a disappointing trip to the line, even though it was just one miss. Now is not the time to be missing free throws.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Different look here for the Warriors. Thompson outside. A 3-ball. The shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And stolen by Spates. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and, of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
And that's an intentional foul. "16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. "15 seconds left in the fourth. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And Nedovic to the basement. Misses the 3. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's team right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with...
Hey. We good, we recording? Manifest song. Manifest song. Hey. I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see the envy hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. Feel the momentum. I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. Feel the momentum. I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. Hey.
You came away with 5 3-pointers on the night. I think it's safe to say that those threes certainly helped your team get the win. Was that a concerted effort on your part or just something that happened unexpectedly?
I don't really know what happened, to tell you the truth. I just seemed to be in the right place at the right time. My teammates did a great job of feeding me the ball, and Coach was yelling at me to shoot, so that's what I kept doing. And I actually made a few. It was a great feeling, man. There's nothing like draining 3 after 3 and watching your team pull out the win.